It's your brother Zamar, back in the building again with D Crown Thinking. I hope y'all doing well, man. It's another video about growth. It's another video about developing. It's another video about evolving and becoming a greater version of yourself. I don't want nobody mistaking it. I got some incense burning right now. I love burning incense. I love fragrance, just like the Most High love fragrance. All right, just like the priests love fragrance. All right, but anyways. Again, for those of y'all that are new to the channel, this channel is called Crown Thinking. It is nothing but a movement that I have taken on to be able to help people just think in a different space. This is just me helping you find yourself. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going all into the life coaching and all that different stuff, even though some of the same principles are there. The main purpose of this is to help people get to the point where, just like a noble wears a diadem, or just like you see a king wear a crown or a queen wear a crown, both of these things are subjects and items that they wear that symbolize what type of authority and power they have. Authority and power back in the day, when you're talking about a king, you're talking about some type of noble line that inherited a certain seat amongst a body of people, was not something that was easily accessed. It was something that they had to fight for. It was something that they had to work for at some given point. But anyways, like I was saying, these are symbols. But the goal is to get your thinking to this point, which would essentially get you your diadem and your crown. All right. Again, like I say, this page is about, number one, it's about this right here. Growth. At the end of the day, if you ain't thinking about growing, if you ain't thinking about growth, what we talking about? It's me and the whiteboard today, man. Me and this whiteboard, man. I thought about it. I was like, man, what's something I used to use in my early days that really helped me build, helped me grow, helped me get to where I'm at? And a lot of times I kept me a whiteboard. I kept me a notepad. I kept me a journal. I still got my journals from when I first started my journey in self-development and growth. And essentially that started up on my spiritual journey, you know. But everybody got different paths that the Most High take them to get them to this one direction, which is the straight and narrow path. But at the end of the day, a lot of times people develop spiritual qualities about themselves, but the maturity of just thinking don't be there. You know what I'm saying? I meet a lot of spiritual brothers, met a lot of spiritual sisters in my walk. And like I said, this page is specifically, I want to help the men, the young men older than me, whatever. But my target audience is always going to be them young brothers, because they're the next generation to lead. But as my elder teaches, a man is the strength, the honor, and the foundation of his family, of his household, of his house. All right. So with that being said, let me put this over here. Smoke coming up. With that being said, man, I'm gonna get to my points. All right. So number one, I want to talk about something. Let's talk about something. And this is something I feel like a lot of people scared of. CONFIDENCE. Confidence. A lot of men are scared of that. They're scared of it. They're scared to have it. I don't understand it, but it's a real thing. Scared to have confidence in who they are, scared to have confidence in their abilities. Look, man, when you start to apply discipline to your life and consistency to your life, there's a level of this that you naturally get because you can confide in yourself. Now, a lot of us stray away from being in a space where we say, I can confide in myself. Now, that don't mean that you're your only confidant, like you just had it all and you just got it all. No, we always want to make sure, first and foremost, that all of our kabod or glory that we have is always going to the Most High. But a developmental principle that's emphatic, that should be emphasized in your mind, is to know that you are from the source. If you from the source and you all know you are created in his image, and he tell you things like you should love your neighbor as you love yourself, that lets you know that there should be some value of self to the degree that you know how to value other people. But if you don't know how to value you, you will never truly know how to value other people. If you notice something, when you're in a good mood about you, a lot of times it's easier to help other people. All right? Now, hear me with a mature ear. I'm not saying this for an immature audience that's going to go out there and neglect other people because you're only thinking about yourself. I do not speak to a selfish crowd. I'm speaking to a crowd that I believe has the capability and abilities to be able to decipher how to treat people and how to value other people while also understanding the value that you hold as an individual, where you can add to the collective a body of people that you are around. So hear me with wisdom. I'm speaking to you in wisdom. I'm speaking to you that if you are on this channel right here, Be a Damn Crown Thinking, and I know what people have poured into me, I'm pouring into you with the expectation that you're going to hear these things from the right place. You should be able to say, I confide in myself enough, or I have enough confidence, or we want to say the Creator. I have enough confidence in the Creator, in what he has instilled in me, not by his work only though. All right? Because what type of relationship is that? For you to know that you're a spiritual being, you're a spiritual man, you're a spiritual woman, but you can't say that I have put nothing into my walk that the Creator can benefit from my own doing. That don't make sense. That's why even when you start getting into the ancient scripts, the ancient scrolls say, and it don't matter what belief system you try to go into, at some point there's a judgment. The difference is, with the ancient scrolls that I follow, these scriptures tell you that for certain acts, there's going to be certain judgments, and for other acts, there's going to be other judgments, but there's going to be a judgment at the end. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, be confident, man. Do work. Discipline is a beautiful spirit to have once you get consistent in something. Like people, you know, my people group, my people that know me, I'm sort of tedious sometimes when it comes down to my environment. But I developed that specifically when I was 18 and I got on my spiritual journey. I felt like I had to clean up my space before I prayed to the Most High. And what did that do for me? That developed for me a space of reverence. That developed the space for me of consistency. That developed the space of me of order, because I felt like I don't want to even invite him into a space that I ain't at least tried to offer my best with this. If I'm gonna call you into this space I'm in, I at least want to have it right for you. That was the type of mindset I had with it, and it helped me. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean that you got to be tedious and do exactly what I'm saying do? No, but all I'm saying is there should be some type of task list that you abide by to help you become the person that you're trying to become. That helps you maintain the person that you are. You don't want to ever be in life and you're just being. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to ever just be being. Like even when you talk about somebody being disciplined, right? Look at this. You look at this core word right here. You got disciple. Right? That's somebody that's dedicated themselves to something in consistency to be able to get to where they at. Somebody that's confident. The key word up in there is to confide. When we say something like somebody got low self-esteem, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of times we run away from terms like low self-esteem, like I'm insecure. What's wrong with the term? Ain't nothing wrong with the term. The term is it's a good marker, because it's okay for you to be insecure about something. But the problem is a lot of times when people reject the fact that they are insecure about a particular thing or event that happened in their life or something that they feel like they don't add up to, and this is what gets in the way of your development. Because you can't own up to the fact that you don't feel secure. It's as simple as saying, hey, I feel secure because there's stray dogs in my neighborhood and we have a fence around it. I feel secured. I feel insecure because I don't know if the dog is out there, and it creates an anxiety. And you have this thought in your mind like, man, what if the dog come chase me? You're going to feel insecure. It's the same thing when you don't have the same security in a relationship. When you don't have the same security that you should have got as a child from your parents and they just didn't give you something. Maybe they didn't have the security that they should have got from their parents. But at the end of the day, we got to be thinking about growth. You know what I'm saying? And tip of the day, man, for the young men, build your mind up. Do stuff that's going to be challenging sometimes for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything ain't gonna always be easy in life. So if you 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, you ain't really got out there, got your feet wet for real as an adult. Don't wait till you get out there to try to figure it out. Start looking up stuff. You need to be watching stuff like this. I'm not saying I'm the only one that offer this, but you need to be watching things that's gonna help you develop, because when life hits you, it hits you. I was out of the house doing my own thing at 18 years old in a whole nother, you might as well say, state. You feel me? And I'm not the only one to do that. I'm not subjective to the glory of that. But I can speak for myself and say, getting out there was a lot of things I was not ready for and I wish I would have been ready for. But also being out there prepared me and got me a lot more ready than some people that came after me and like, bro, you ain't did that yet? Dang. No, there's people that have more education in certain things and experience in things that I might not have. That's fine and dandy. But all I'm saying is majority of people that I come across a lot of times have not lived enough life. And sometimes living life, what I mean is not going out there and doing things, but it's learning that, okay, I need to be prepared for this. So you talking about paying bills, you talking about whatever it may be. Before you have children, go ahead and get in the flow of going to work. You know what I'm saying? As a young man, don't call in to work all the time. Stack your bread up, man. Stack your bread up. Stack your bread up before you start inviting a woman into your life. You know what I'm saying? You know, before everything sort of shifts and you got to make certain moves a type of way just because of your circumstance. If your circumstance ain't that yet, take full advantage of it, because I'm telling you, once it shifts, and it's only going to get harder. All right? While it's easy, take the advantage. Don't think it's going to be sweet or be easy all the time. As much love to y'all. It's your brother Zamar with Damn Crown Thinking. I hope y'all well. Hope y'all blessed. Make sure y'all tap in.